What's going on, gang? Thanks for stopping by and welcome to the video. So today, I want to talk about something that I think we can all pretty much relate to on some level, and it has to do with the cost of putting together your wardrobe. And let's face it, not all of us are going to be on the same playing field when it comes to the budgets that we have to buy new things, right? Some of you guys have a lot more money to spend, and some of you have less money to spend. However, just to be clear, no matter what your budget is, you can still put together an amazing wardrobe. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars to look your best. You can, but you certainly don't have to. All right, so I want to dive into the luxury market for a second here, and I think that we can all relate to the idea that fashion is selling social status and a lifestyle. The high-end luxury brands have all these designed-in tactics like long lines and wait lists to increase their perceived value. Because for a lot of people, they want to be able to show other people that they have so much money that they can afford to spend their disposable income on overpriced clothing. And with many of these brands, you can't even walk in the store and buy something and take it home because they'll put you on a wait list and you may or may not ever even get it. All right, so let's break this down a little bit. Take a look at this polo shirt from Gucci that costs $1,200. It's 97% cotton, 7% elastane, so it's got some stretch built into it. Great. It costs $1,200. Now here's a 100% cotton polo shirt from H&M that costs $15. That's about a 195% price difference. And do we really think that the Gucci polo is 195% better quality? Here's another one. Take a look at these Gucci loafers that cost $670 versus these Nordstrom loafers that cost $50. That's about a 172% price difference. And if you believe the Gucci loafers are 172% better quality, raise your hand. I didn't think so. All right, so let's compare the fashion industry to the automotive industry. Here is a brand new, very well-equipped Toyota Camry for $40,000. And here's a brand new McLaren GT Coupe for just under $220,000. The difference here is about 138%. Now, I think we can all agree that the engineering, the build quality, and of course the performance is significantly better than the Camry, right? So therefore, the price difference, at least on the surface, appears to be a lot more justified because you can actually measure the differences. With cotton polo shirts, there's not much difference at all besides the label and the logo. And this is where a lot of people get themselves in trouble because you can make payments on the Gucci polo shirt. People get all wrapped up in the brand hype and trying to flex themselves on social media that they wind up buying things they simply can't afford and they get themselves into major financial trouble. And a lot of you guys know that I recently sold my Audi and I'm driving a cheap Miata so that I can consolidate all of my debt and get all that extra stuff paid off. I thought I made a pretty smart move, even though a lot of you gave me crap about it in that video. And look, I'm not here trying to tell you what to do with your money, but a lot of people have gone through some pretty bad financial hardships recently for whatever reason, right? Maybe it's a job loss or a divorce. And that's why Upstart is sponsoring this video because it's the fast and easy way to pay off all of your debt with a personal loan, and it's all done online. Whether it's paying off credit cards or consolidating high interest debt like I'm doing, or funding really any type of personal expense, over 1 million people have already used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment. Upstart knows that you're way more than just your credit score, and unlike other lenders, Upstart considers your income and your current employment to find you a way smarter rate for your loan. And without even impacting your credit score, you can do a 5-minute online rate check and you can see your rate right up front for loans between $1,000 to $50,000. And you can receive funds as fast as 1 business day after accepting your loan. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you click on that first link down below in the video description to upstart.com/fashion. That's upstart.com/fashion. All right, getting back to luxury pricing. Here's one more example, the Hermes Birkin bag. Now, you can't just walk in a store and buy one. You have to be put on a waiting list, of course, depending on who you are, right? Now, these bags, depending on what material you want, can cost anywhere from $20,000 to over $200,000. And you might not even ever get one. But here's something that I want to make very clear because I've got some history with this topic. And this is something I have to be a little delicate with, but in my opinion anyway, there's no such thing as something being too expensive. And let me explain exactly what I mean. Okay, the Gucci polo shirt for $1,200. It's not too expensive. It's expensive and it's out of my particular budget. That's all. Now, is it overpriced for what it is? Sure. Too expensive is subjective, and just because I can't afford to drop $1,200 on a polo shirt, that doesn't make the polo shirt too expensive on its own, right? And here's a little bit of my own history with this. So back when I was a commercial photographer, I was fairly expensive. I mean, I wasn't the cheapest guy in town, but I also wasn't the most expensive, but I was pretty close to the upper end. A lot of people wanted to hire me, but they didn't want to pay my creative fee, and they always wanted to try to negotiate and find a discount. They would say that I was too expensive. But the simple fact is, I wasn't too expensive. I was just out of their particular budget. And here's something else to really think about, and I was challenged on this just the other day. If you had enough money to buy the Gucci thing, would you? Like, for real, if spending $1,200 was like spending $100, would you buy the luxury thing? My answer was no. Maybe 20 years ago, right, when I was younger and what people thought of me actually mattered, maybe so. But right now, no way. But on the flip side, would I buy the McLaren? Absolutely. All right, here's one more thing to think about before you go. When a traditional brand makes too much of any certain item and develops too much inventory, they'll just mark all that stuff down and put it all on sale. With luxury brands, nothing is ever on sale. If a luxury brand makes too much and has excess inventory, they burn the excess. And in fact, in 2018, Burberry was caught doing just that at a scale of $38 million worth of retail inventory overstock. I mean, if you think about it, it's just fabric. And the cost that they have into just the rolls of material is nothing. So why worry about incinerating a bunch of your overstock? Because as soon as any luxury brand puts anything on sale, it will devalue that brand, and that is simply not an option for them. And listen, I'm not here trying to rag on luxury brands, and I am not upset about the fact that I can't afford those things, because honestly, I do just fine with the clothes that I buy that sort of fit right in that sweet spot between low and medium priced. And listen, I've got a lot more to say about this subject, so if you want me to make another video about this topic, please hit that like button and leave a comment to let me know. I would appreciate that. And with that, my friends, as always, thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.